Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to invite you this Shabbat to chant V'Shamru with me. That sweet melody that we use Friday nights, standing, awaiting the Kaddish of the Mariv service, the evening service of Shabbat, so we can enter into deep silent prayer. So it's V'Shamru, and then the Kaddish, and then a silent Amida on Friday nights, creating for us very personal space, very incredible collective silence as members of the community gathered in the sanctuary. Each of them moves from that statement of V'Shamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, the children of Israel who are keeping the Sabbath are here in your presence, God. It's singing that out, and then the leader of the prayer service enters through the Kaddish, opens the gate to the Amida, the Shmona Esrei during the week. The 19 blessings becomes 7 blessings on Shabbat. That fantastic, wonderful number that reminds us of creation and the days of creation all over again, and the day that God said, enough. There's more work to do, but we need to stop. So that's the V'Shamru of Friday night. And there's also, as opposed to entering us into the gateways of from community to the personal and individual, there's the V'Shamru of Kiddush on Shabbat afternoon, which is a very different V'Shamru. It's getting to the Oneg Shabbat, the delights of Shabbat, the tastes of a communal Kiddush, and the community and collective kind of reconnection on an everyday level that we make during those times after a service, after a Shabbat morning reading of the Torah and learning from Torah, and committing ourselves and recommitting ourselves to connecting back over the ages of Jewish spiritual journeys that we make as a community when we sing the Shacharit service and we say Musaf, which really remembers a time of our ancestors' spiritual journeys. Ours is not like that. We're not going to the temple in Jerusalem. We're not bringing the offerings there, but we're bringing ourselves and our offerings as a community in a very different way. And then we get to Kiddush, and we start that Sabbath afternoon Kiddush with V'Shamru, the same words. And that sense that we're recognizing we have a covenantal agreement. That's what the verb V'Shamru is really all about. In modern Hebrew, lishmor or shomer or shomeret is to guard or to keep. And it's often used in that sense of guardianship. But in the Bible, in the Tanakh, lishmor and V'Shamru v'nei Israel really is all about the idea that we are agreeing to keep the covenant that we created, that we have with God. We'll do our part as you did yours. We'll stop and recognize the glory and grandeur of creation and steer into the positive and negative mitzvot, the aseh and lo ta'aseh, that which we shall do and that which we shall refrain from on the Sabbath in order to make it a delight and create the space for all the Sabbath can be and mean. It's beyond just doing the work of Shabbat meals or gathering for the Shabbat service. It's beyond refraining from using money or electronics. It's about shmirah. It's about guarding and keeping this covenantal agreement we made with God to be shomerei Shabbat, keepers of Shabbat, and let it keep us, as the famous Abba Eben saying goes, more than the Jewish people kept the Sabbath. Shabbat keeps the Jewish people. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. The people of Israel shall observe Shabbat, children of Israel, in each generation, to maintain it as an everlasting covenant through all generations. It is a sign between me and the people Israel for all time, that in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and rested. So now that you have a reminder, join me this time. Fill your Sabbath space and your home with the words of the passage from Exodus chapter 31, verses 16 through 17. V'shamru. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.